So I wanted to give you a quick overview as a new athlete, how to use our team builder that we're playing with right now. And we give all of your workouts through this, and we send quite a few messages through it. So a quick overview might help you out a bit. So first, we make sure we go in and we log in. We can do this nice and easy. And you're brought to workout page. So it's always going to default to the first day that you're currently on, which is kind of interesting. Down on the bottom, you have workouts, maxes, PRs. Now, as a new athlete, there's nothing populated in our system yet, so you're not going to see anything in it. Messaging, quite often, we're going to send you messages back and forth through here. But right now, obviously, there's no messages. If we were to send a new one up on the top, there's the little add it, and we can add any one of our athletes. Right now I can do any athlete, coach, or anybody that's attached to our Teambuildr account right at this moment. With you as a new athlete, all you're going to see is probably a very few, because I did turn on that ability to see other recruits in your chosen sport. So if we go back, the biggest thing we want to show you is here on the phone, you don't get a whole heck of a lot. You get your workouts, you get messages. A team feed actually shows you on the computer a little bit of what everybody else within your team is. All recruits are maintained under their own team until we slide you over to the main team for your chosen sport. But each day we start out, we see Mondays. I kind of explained what our Mondays are. If you tap on that, it's going to bring up a little card. It shows our notes, so that would be our notes is first and foremost up on top. If you swipe left or right, it's going to move through the exercises. So foam roll, it explains foam rolling right there in a little bit of text, and you can see it's a second exercise here. So either way, we can either swipe it forward to hip mobility or back. The information key right up at the top is just an explanation of what it is. It's actually what is written right here as well. Once we dig a little bit deeper into our workout, a lot of text here. It's very easy if we hit the little paper clip up on the right hand side, and up comes a PDF that is obviously zoomable. You can go in and read it. You can see pictures. A lot of these we are in the process of updating. So some will be newer, some will be older. This is one of our older documents that's out there right now. As we keep going through, you're going to see, so our first exercise on this day is what's called a drop catch. We get 3 sets of 6 at the top. Our max right near the eye up top is not applicable because obviously we haven't done it yet. So we don't have a max. It will calculate your max. It will show you the last known number that you did. All that fun stuff kind of shows up top. Note that there is a rest, so a lot of times I put rest in 120 seconds. It's 2 minutes. Try to rest that amount of time for especially our power exercise, if not longer. The little green button is your history. Obviously right now it'll show no history, but if I dig through our workouts a little bit, I will start showing you a history. Let's see, low pull from floor, I would have history. If not, no, I would not. It's a little video up top. We'll show you history at some point. Video is going to pop up, and it will show you a video. This is an older one. Again, we're in the process of updating these. Some are longer, some are shorter. This will be just a basic video, but I'll show you a couple others once I dig through the exercise a little bit more. On the bottom left side, you have a little button you can press. It then comes up and it says you can opt out of an exercise. For instance, if you have an injury or whatever, you can tap and you can select out that I want to get rid of injury, it's prohibited. If you don't have the equipment to do it, that's understandable. If I constantly see that pop up, I can do something about it. We can substitute with exercises that we're still integrating right now, and you can put any exercise if you want to. The bottom always hit save no matter what you do. Right now it's telling me I gotta opt out. So you're gonna save anything. So if I do weights, say I do 120 pounds, 120 pounds, 120 pounds for each time. Make sure when you're done, you click save. This is a problem we had with some of our current athletes not saving it. It doesn't keep track of it. It tells you it's saved though. If you want to add a note over on the right-hand side, you can add a note. So you can say anything about the exercise, how you're feeling, whatever, and then click save. And we get notification immediately of any of that type of information. All right. So we go through that. If we come down a little bit further, we have the bottom lower body stretch. We have core exercise at the end. And again, every time you hit save, save, save. We keep going through the different exercises. Front squat, we'll actually be able to show you a history. So it'll come up, it'll show you my history that we have in the app so far. So that's always good. The next week we want to come along and we want to do a little bit more, maybe 5 pounds more each set. We can do that. The max also shown at 214, so it estimates a max. It's relatively accurate, but at least it'll let us know what you're going to test when you come in, when we do test you in August. So that's the basics of Teambuildr on your phone. Again, if you go and do it on your computer, it gives you a little bit more. But everything can be entered here. And again, if you need to message us, this is probably the easiest way to get us, because all of my assistants and myself have this on our phone. So it messages us fairly rapidly. So if you have any questions, give me a ring.